In today's video, I'm going to give you a tour of all the miniature rooms that I've made. My miniature rooms are stored on this shelf that was built specifically for them. The ones on the top need a ladder to get to them. I'm going to start on the bottom with this cabin. This is like a cabin-themed room with plaid all over and wooden floors, and all the furniture is made out of wood paper. It has this little desk over here, and the bed is also a wooden platform thing. You might remember I actually made this room in a video. I also made this little memory book with working pages, and there's a camera on the desk. I also made this one in a video. Back here I have a swing chair with a little knitted blanket, and a doll can fit inside of this. On all her windows there's these matching curtains with the plaid. She also has a bunch of these little boxes. There's these little pictures on the wall that I drew. I thought they went with the room. But the best part is, underneath the bed, under her bed there's a secret passage to her basement. There's supposed to be these 3 boards filling it in, but they all fell into the basement. Down in the basement there's a bunch of other boxes, and a doll actually can fit in the basement. But it's not super comfortable down there. Tessa's cabin room is different from all the other rooms, which is why I think it's good. On to the next room. This room is Lilovette's kitchen, and hey Icicle, you don't live here. This isn't my favorite room. I do like the marble counter and the details that are here, and the cabinets do open. It has a wooden floor, and back here is the fridge with a water compartment. I kind of just store all the mini brands and stuff inside their cabinets. Let's just say they like snacks. There's little cups and plates inside this cabinet. Over here is a coffee machine that actually opens, which is actually kind of good. And these little salt and pepper jars. This is not my favorite room because I made it kind of a long time ago. But let's go to Lilovette's living room. Lilovette's living room is a couple levels up. Their living room used to be a different room, but I remade it a little while ago because I didn't like the old one.
The old one's in the trash now.
Yes, Nick, now you don't live here either.
Okay.
This room has kind of a color scheme of gray and white. Oh, and one of my favorite parts is that it has these lights. The lights are on the bottom of the top shelf, and they're also in the closet, which is next to it because it's on the same level, and that's how far the lights go. This room has like a gray rug with tassels on the end and a white wooden floor. It also has trimming on the walls, with 1 white wall and 2 navy walls on each side. On both of the navy walls I have these little pictures over here too. And then in the middle there's this big fireplace with shelves on the sides. On this shelf there's some books, and these, you might have noticed these are little Jar Jar action figures. There's also a couple little picture frames, little magazines. Also there's some little Adventures comic books that can open. There's a matching sofa and cozy chair that are gray. The chair has a fluffy pillow, and the sofa has this matching fluffy blanket. On the fireplace mantle there's this little ship in a bottle, and this little tree table. I actually kind of like how their living room is really cozy. But on the same level, let's go right over to the closet. I know I've already done a separate tour of just the closet. It has some little detailed stuff on the desk. Shopping bags, more shopping bags, a bunch of clothes, and shoes and purses and boxes on top. Over here there's also another side, and this little puffer jacket. I made 2 little decorations for the wall, and this big mannequin over here. I don't want to do too much on the closet since there's an entire another video of it, so now we'll backtrack back down to the cozy room. A while ago I actually made a video on how to make the cozy room, but since then I've changed a couple of things because I wanted it to look a little different. Overall it has kind of a white, elegant theme, with this little side table, and there's a bunch of fluffy pillows on the sofa. Up here there's a painting and a little drawing I did of a bird on top of the fireplace. Yes, they do have 2 fireplaces in their house. And here's a little golden table with a little miniature ring light, some newspapers and plants and stuff, and then a big window in the back. This room is overall pretty simple. Next to the cozy room is this sort of hallway. It just has a cozy chair and a mirror. because the cozy room wasn't big enough, so I just added something in the middle. The next one is Rhonda's room, and it's kind of like retro style. Rhonda's room has a bunch of colorful posters all over the walls, and all three of the walls are actually different colors. This one's pink, that one's purple, and this one's teal. This room has a lot of details in it. I actually painted this bedspread because I wanted it to look retro, and I couldn't find a fabric like it. She has a little record player right here that can switch out the records, and this phone that I actually got from a trading package. Her desk has a comic book and a couple magazines. She also has a couple of drinks and an old-fashioned telephone and a couple of necklaces over here on this necklace rack. And then this is like a memory board, sorta. Over back here, she has this little backpack that I made. On her bed, she has a few stuffed animals. Some of them I actually made, and some of them are keychains. On this little table, she has some records and magazines and other random stuff. On the shelves back here, there's Polaroids and random makeup stuff, and this little Rubik's Cube. This is one of my favorite accessories because it actually works. I think it's from the world's smallest toy thing. Up here, she also has this super old cassette tape that I just glued to the wall because I thought it added to the retro theme. And here she has a bubble chair with a cheetah print pillow. I put this Tech Deck skateboard down here because it's missing 2 wheels. And she also has quite a few accessories. Well, that's Rhonda's room. Now we're going to go to the shelf underneath this one, which actually has the newest room that I've made, which is 2 rooms on one shelf, and it's Sandra's room. In Sandra's house, I'm going to start with her living room, which is this room. It has this leather couch that I made that has these little fringy pillows on it. And over here, this blanket that's draped over the back. This fuzzy rug on the ground, and then there's this little table that I made with also a little record player, which I think is kind of cute. And then this phone I also got from trading. And she has this little drink that I had from Etsy. Over here is 2 little plants that I made in like these toothpick containers. And this one is on like a twine table. Back there is a lamp that I made. And over here is a fireplace that I added like little paneling details. And inside there's just a log. On top there's a couple little decorations that I made that I thought fitted the room. And lastly, back here is these 2 pictures on the wall with wooden frames. In between the 2 rooms in her house, there's this round archway that I thought fit. Moving on to her bedroom. In her bedroom, she has this bed with soft comforter, and in the back, like a cushioned headboard. Also some fringy pillows. And she's blocking it. She has a little stuffed animal seal that I made. And back here is a window with curtains on it that you can draw back like that. On the back wall, there's like a sort of paneling that I thought made it look fancy. She has also a hanging plant. I also made this little bag because I thought it fit the theme of the room. And then she has this little wicker table. Oops. There we go. Anyway, on the table there's a little drink and this little metal pot and another plant back there. And then her phone on a charger and a little magazine. Sandra's house overall is probably one of the favorite rooms that I've ever made. I really like the theme of the colors, like the white and the beige and like the creamish color. Also, I think she likes it. I like it. Then we'll go up to Sabine's room. Sabine's house, also like Sandra's, has 2 parts. Again, I'm going to start with her living room. She has a white sofa with a couple tree pillows and a fireplace. I actually like her fireplace. It's simple, yet it's cozy. There's a couple of decorations on top of the fireplace, like that picture, the Darth Vader drawing that she did, well, I actually did, and that little beach in a jar. She has a backpack and a few skateboards back here, and then a big window in the back. Her desk is really messy. But it's actually sort of supposed to be like this because she's an artist and she has a bunch of art supplies and drawings. Like her phone, little colored pencils, some outlining pens, and markers in the back. Then she has these two shelves above the desk with some books, magazines, and other stuff. At her desk she has a fuzzy stool. Now I'm going to go into the bedroom. This is her bedroom. Her bed has like a quilted comforter with a couple of fluffy pillows and another seal stuffed animal like Sandra had. On the wall is some more pictures back there. Behind her is a window, and up there is a little mountain decoration. And back there is an Among Us drawing. Down here she has this little 3D printed crate with a bunch of art supplies that I made for her inside of it. Under the bed is a bunch of junk. That's where random stuff is stored sometimes. Well, anyway, that's mostly it for Sabine's house. I like this room, but it isn't my favorite. But I think it fits Sabine. And then right above is the last shelf. This is Kim's house. She has 2 rooms, just like the others. But on this side she has a kitchen instead of a living room. I'm gonna start with the kitchen. I actually like her kitchen because all the drawers can open. So can the oven. Underneath the oven is this little drawer where I put pans in. And then over here is a spice rack, which opens like a real spice rack. And inside is some spices. Over behind this counter is a mini fridge and 2 more cabinets and drawers that also open and close. I actually put some stuff in these drawers. Up here she has a sink with golden fixtures, just like the fixtures on the cabinets and drawers. And a cooktop stove. A little scent diffuser and some salt and pepper shakers. Paper towel holder, pots and pans, some cutting boards, and mugs on hooks over there. Over here she has a little mixer that I ordered from Etsy, but I made the toaster. There's 3 little pictures on the wall, and there's some cookbooks over there and glasses on the other shelf. And then this little mixer. I really like this little blender where the top can go on and off. And then she has a little potted plant down here that's some cattails. And a couple little food accessories and stuff on the countertop. This actual little glass cake plate, which is very delicate, which has those little clay cupcakes that I made inside. And these miniature clay roses. And this little cake back here and some baguettes. And that is it for her kitchen, so we'll go right over into her living room. This is her living room. It has a little marble table with some magazines and a mug and a coaster, and also her phone. Back here is a white sofa with another fuzzy blanket, and it's actually really soft. And then this cute little pillow. Back here is a sun mirror that I made. Over here is a window seat with some shelves and drawers. I can move. This has 2 shelves on each side. On the bottom of both, there's this little bin basket thing. On this side, there's stacks of magazines and a picture on the other side. Here's a little candle and another picture. Then a cute little bin. And these little boxes can actually open and close because I made them out of wood. There's also one on the other side. And then there's a soft window seat with these little drawers that can also open and close. And in the top 2 shelves, there's some books and a little seal figurine. And you can see some stuff out of her window. I think that Kim's house is probably my favorite of the houses that I've made. I just like how I made this stuff out of wood and most of it is really realistic. It is pretty nice. Well, that's all my miniature rooms as of now. And all the shelf space is taken up by rooms, so if I'm going to make more, then I'm going to have to get rid of some. I'll probably get rid of the Little Bits kitchen because that's my least favorite one. But anyway, tell me which one was your favorite in the comments down below, either house or room. And thank you for watching. Bye!